Hey everyone, I'm here in St. Augustine, Florida. I'm here for the Florida Birding and Photo Festival, and I'm here with Wildside Nature Tours. And this week we're going to be talking a little bit about macro photography. So I'm going to just give you a few tips on how to use your macro lens. So stay tuned. Alright, welcome back to this episode. So, like I said, I'm in St. Augustine, Florida. I'm here for a bird festival, and we went out to the Washington Oaks gardens and nature area and found some really fun macro things to photograph. So I was lucky enough at the festival that Tamron loaned me a macro lens because I left my Nikon one at home. I have this beautiful Nikon 105 macro lens, but Tamron was nice enough to loan me the 90. It's for the Nikon Z mount, so I was able to mount it right onto my camera, which is awesome, and it's working super great. So I just want to give you a few tips on how to use your macro lens. Alright, so first off, when you are photographing small things, insects, things you got to get really close up to, a macro lens is going to be very helpful. So earlier I came here, I had my 24-70 on there. I was able to get things close, but I wasn't able to get any macro images. So we came back after I was loaned some equipment, and we're going to take some macro pictures. Alright, so one of my tips is going to be about depth of field. So depth of field, just because you're using macro and you're able to get close, you still got to think about what you want your depth of field to be. So if you're really close and you're using a very shallow depth of field, you're going to have most of your picture out of focus. So if you're going to do that, definitely focus on the eye, or consider doing some focus stacking. That's where you take multiple pictures and put them all together. Otherwise, you're going to want to have a more wide depth of field. So f7.1, f8, even something even wider like f18 is going to give you more of the creature in focus, which is really important for getting what you want out of your photograph. Alright, another tip is shutter speed. So we may think that we don't need to have a very fast shutter speed, but if you are photographing something like, say, a flower, wind is blowing, it's going to show up in the picture. So a little faster shutter speed is going to help freeze that action just like any other lens. Alright, my last tip is don't be afraid to get up close. That is what the macro lens is for. If you can't physically get any closer, you can use the screen on the back to look at the picture while you move your hand closer to the subject. You can usually get pretty darn close to the macro lens, so don't be afraid to get out on up there, but of course, be ethical, be safe. If you are photographing something like an assassin bug like we were photographing, things will hurt you, so you may want to make sure you give it a little bit of space, but get those up close pictures for your macro. Alright, I'm going to share some of my favorite macro pictures I've taken. I just want to thank Tamron for loaning me this beautiful 90mm macro lens for the Nikon mount, and yeah, you enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and we'll see you next time. Take care.